Hi, my name is Holly Sprow. I'm a senior and I study biology and psychological and brain sciences. I had a bit of a unique study abroad experience in that I had the opportunity to conduct 2 research projects while abroad. I did research on epilepsy in Copenhagen, Denmark, and then I moved to Germany where I was able to conduct research on emotion regulation and depression. I decided to do this research for a few reasons, one of which is that I'm a pre-med student. When I studied abroad in Denmark, I studied medical practice and policy, which allowed me to study various healthcare systems throughout Europe. Additionally, my research was conducted in a hospital, so I was able to reserve the recordings of the data, visit with the epileptic patients, and also get to do my own research there. Another reason that I did this research, specifically the one in Germany, is because of one of my favorite classes here. My sophomore year, I took abnormal psychology with Professor Bogdan, and this spurred my interest in mental health. Since then, I've started volunteering at a mental health agency, and I've taken many more classes in the field. I decided to go and do research on depression in Germany to work on how to make therapies more effective. I've had many students, family, and friends who have been affected by mental health, so I really wanted to learn as much as I could about it and do what I could to try to fix it. So when I was in Denmark, I did research looking at epilepsy. And so how I did this is epilepsy is mostly diagnosed by using EEG recordings. Now there's various ways of trying to get the abnormal response to show in an EEG recording, and there are 3 ways to do this. One of which is photostimulation, so flashing lights during the recording, hyperventilation, and sleep. I was really interested in how people respond differently to these types of stimulation and whether one type of stimulation was better for a specific gender or age. When I was doing all of this research, it was a bit of a special challenge because all of their EEG reports were in Danish. So I had to sort through about 1,000 recordings in Danish. But I really enjoyed my research, and in the end, the whole project culminated in presenting a poster at a symposium in Denmark. After my research in Copenhagen, I then moved to Aachen, Germany to do research in depression. The paradigm of our project was that we had all our patients in an MRI machine and we gave them some stimuli to look at. So how this worked is we showed them either happy or sad faces, and we gave them 3 conditions. And then we had them rate on a scale of 1 to 8, either how happy or how sad they were feeling, depending on whether the face was happy or sad. We really wanted to know is if we could get them to think about the material in a different way to fix how they feel about it. And the initial results were promising, but it is still a work in progress. I really enjoyed both of these research experiences that I had, even though they were very different. I'm going to be graduating in May 2017. I'm interested in continuing research, either in neurology or mental health, after I graduate before I go to medical school. I really enjoyed both these projects, and they've led me to consider a field in psychiatry or neurology for medicine.